Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Monday, October 24th. The weekend is finally over and we can get back to trading. Well, we can always trade because we're kind of Forex here in the crypto world, but traditional markets finally decide to show up to work today. So great. Good news. Let's check it out. BitcoinDailyView.com, as always, got more for you there. Definitely check the page out. Got some cool things, cool affiliate links to just indicators I use, and all that groovy stuff. All right, now checking out FinViz. So the market has kind of started sideways, but in the green just barely. So Dow right now up 0.96%, Nasdaq up 0.03%. S&P 500, most essential for Bitcoin, basically, since they kind of mirror each other, give or take a little bit, is up 0.69%. Looking at the S&P 500 right now, in general, we got green. Tesla took a big hit today. I think it's because they lowered prices or something. It's on Tesla News. There's some reason for this, so it's not unprecedented. So Tesla taking a punch in the nuts this morning, and everything else doing all right. Amazon not opening in the green. Meta, of course, as usual, losing money. I can dig that. So here we go. In general, a green day. I bet we'll probably see the day turn green in general for most companies, maybe even Tesla today. All right, so looking at the traditional market, DXY kind of broke out of this wedge to the lower side. If one thinks this wedge is legit, up to you. I have a little bit of creative license going here with it, but yesterday was kind of Friday was kind of wait, what is today? Today is, yes, Monday. Sorry, sometimes I get things confused. So anyway, we're on the lower side of it. It's a green doji today, but it's kind of definitely, if you look at it, it's got some wicks on it. We'll see how it goes. It's under the 20 WMA, this purple moving average right now. So on the daily, DXY is beginning to show a little bit of a lack of velocity today. Let's hope it goes sideways. Let's hope it just dumps this week and plummets right past the 50 moving average and just becomes completely destroyed, because then all of us, crypto people and precious metals people will make bank, you know what I mean? And so will the market. So looking at oil today over here on the left side, left top, red candle, S&P 500. Love seeing that on the daily here. Got a continuation here, a green candle. Friday was green, today is green. I'll take it. Good. Bouncing off that daily 20 WMA, heading towards that 50 moving average. Let's hope that we get out of this ridiculous downtrend that the S&P 500 is on, and the totalitarian rampage of the dollar strength index gets destroyed this week. We can all creative visualize. All right, so looking at US Tech 100, red day for them. That's how it goes. All right, looking at gold in the middle bottom here, red candle, but let's see. Friday was a nice, beautiful green candle for both silver and gold. Gold today opening with a red candle. It's under the 20 WMA. Let's see if it can bump above that today. That'd be kind of nice. Silver breaking above the 20 WMA and the 50 moving average. A red candle today so far. Let's see how it rolls. So today's kind of indecisive, especially with, as we see, the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P 500 opening all kind of indecisive. Let that find an uptrend as the day progresses, and I think we're going to see a rather glorious day, especially if the dollar strength index does not stays kind of dumpy. Just dump their dollar strength index. Just go and totally find a short period and take a long walk. All right, now with that said, looking at Bitcoin trading volume explicitly, 5.5 billion. That's a lot. That's good for Monday. It was very, very low over the weekend, and it's nice to see Monday. Definitely Bitcoin trading volume explicitly has shown up for work for sure. Looking at the big exchanges, all 100%, mostly 100%, some 200% plus in trading volume for spot pairs over the last 24 hours. Definitely taken off. Weekend was just pure crap. As you can see in the 7-day graphs here, it definitely has been picking up today. That's a wonderful thing. Kind of started late Sunday night. I noticed is when we saw the uptick, or you should just say Sunday evening. It wasn't that late. Anyway, top 20, top 30 exchanges, top 40 exchanges, top 50 exchanges. Yeah, most are in the green, very few in the red. Most, all of them over 100 to 200%. So massive explosion of volume today for spot trading pairs. I think this is going to be a good week as long as Bitcoin stays erect. And we'll look at that a little bit closer. Derivative trading volume on Binance, 39 billion. That's not so bad. It's up 159% last 24 hours. Good enough. Let's see if we can get early in this week above 50 billion. That would really be great. We want to have above 50 billion to really show up for work when it comes to the derivatives on Binance. Looking at the top 100 cryptos, 19,281 is where Bitcoin's coming in this week. It seems like this week it wants to stay above 19,000. I'll take it. Looking at the top 100, not a lot in the green, but most, well, I should say probably half in the green. They're starting to perk up towards the green. I like that. Clay up 16%. That one's kind of a player recently. Kava doing quite well, up 6.7%. ENS, Ethereum name service, up 4.9%. So ENS, Kava, and Clay are doing rather well. Tokenized exchange, whatever that is, up 11%. Elrond, Elrond up EGLD up 5.5%. Polygon, that's nice to see, up 6%. It's definitely got some of the top 100 really making waves. I like seeing that. Good to go. We'll check the big players out before we check out of here. All right, so looking at longs versus shorts on Binance, where that volume is 66% long, 33% short. Good. Definitely a long bias for Bitcoin. For Ethereum, 52% long, 47% short. A very slight long bias, but I'd almost just say an indecisive bias as far as longs versus shorts for Ethereum on Binance. All right, so this weekend, we did have this beautiful, on Sunday, we had this beautiful pump, and it was really pushing hard, as you can see. But in the end, really what it was, if we, are honest with ourselves, it was just kind of a BART pattern, just a little bit bumpy, So we pumped and we dumped. But, the important thing about this one today, what I'm looking at is on Sunday, we broke above the 200 moving average in 314, got a blue diamond merit badge. That's really awesome. Dumped hard, as you can see by the yellow candles here. That shows velocity downwards. But, we did kind of make a bounce just above the 314 with these wicks. And now it's all about today. This is the big thing this morning. Are we going to stay above the 200 moving average on the 45-minute chart? If we can hold that, if we can find support there and, go sideways with a slight uptrend, that's going to be wild. These indicators to me really look like we're probably going to see an uptrend today. So let's see how it goes. We got to have a 200 moving average bounce on the 45-minute chart, and if we do, I think it will be a strong week for Bitcoin. We just need to end up on the better side of this kind of bumpy BART looking pattern. And with that said, let's see if it balances. Now, looking at a 4-hour for Bitcoin, where are we at? 4-hour for Bitcoin, we're under the 200 moving average. If we could actually close, if we could get it back above this 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart, which is right around 19,000, hit 19,300. Oh, wait, let's say about 19,400 or so. If we can pull back above that 200 moving average, that's going to be good to go. So 4-hour chart just needs a little bit of love, and that'd be wonderful. And in general, the indicators do look like we're probably going to move that way. Let's see what happens. We definitely have some sell volume today going on. You can see it in the 4-hour chart. Now, looking here, let me actually get rid of this crazy indicator. For a daily chart, let's get rid of all this stuff. I just want to look at the, sorry about that. Daily chart, let's look at the MACD. MACD is just barely hanging in there with a positive trend. So daily MACD is in the positive. That's actually a really good sign. So all about that 4-hour MACD, 4-hour Bitcoin getting back above that 200 moving average, and the 45-minute holding that bounce off the 200 and 314 moving average. That's going to be great. As you can see, which I probably belabor way too much, but just real quick look at the fib here. Going back to when we were in the 3K range, when we visited it back here in what was that, like March of 2020. This Fibonacci sequence really has been pretty darn sticky. It's worked pretty darn well. It seems to be reality. We're still basically, in my opinion, the whales are slowly accumulating shit tons of Bitcoin here on the just above the 786 in this range. Very easy probably to coordinate on the conference call that they're on, because they're working together allegedly. And with that said, eventually we're probably going to see, I think, more and more a blast off from here rather than a dump back down to 3K. I just think up is more likely. I know there's a lot of people who are, just hopelessly always negative about everything in life. And they always wonder, why am I unhappy? And because you're an a-hole. Anyway, the thing is that basically, a lot of institutions have bought a crap ton in this range. And yes, they can short. And yes, their plans can be 3 to 5 years or longer. I know, but I just do not think that the institutional money and the big money in Bitcoin right now has been accumulating right here on the 786, a very, very logical spot. Looking at this, huge amount of time within this Fibonacci sequence, which does tend to be pretty valid. I just don't see them accumulating as they are doing just to dump back down to 3K. Just saying, I just don't think so. That's just a crazy person's logic. Take it or leave it, whatever. I think that we're more likely up than down. Okay, as you can see, this beautiful pattern, wedge pattern here, whatever you want to call it. It has a name, but I forget what it is. Was playing out for Kava versus USDT. It broke on Sunday, and it's just been a rocket ship to Pluto ever since. I'm like, why didn't I just get in? But I wasn't certain. So anyway, this is the kind of thing here where you really want to, if you got the cojones, you really want to put like your buy zone like right in here, and just to have like a conditional buy order on. I use 3 commas for everything for my trading, so that just makes it really easy to do this kind of stuff. But if you were to have your conditional buy order here, if it hits this range, then buy a limit order of this, then put your stop like right here, it's great. And you can do your you can use that fancy indicator. What's that one thing here? I always pull it up by accident. Never mind. I don't want to waste your time looking for it. The risk reward. I forget what that one is. Anyway, who cares? Just basically, you can see how you want to play it, how much you want to, where you want to set your stop and everything like that. But anyway, green directional index. I'm sorry, green squeeze indicator, green directional index. ADX is perfect. Binary candles looking good. Big volume pumps coming in. Really, I don't see any reason why Kava versus USDT would not continue going. It looks really nice. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make this take a little bit longer, but let's look at some other stuff real quick. These ones that we're doing just phenomenal. Where are they at here? Yeah, wanted to look at ENS. Let's look at ENS. ENS. Let's look at USDT. I'll look on Binance for the volume is so we can get a good view. Oh, let's not go daily. All right. ENS. Okay, definitely making some moves here. Indicators in general look pretty good here on the 45-minute chart, but what I'm going to kind of wait for, ENS is looking great, but as you can see, the 200 moving average is kind of on a 45-minute chart. It's kind of trending down, and that's kind of potty. That's not very encouraging. I want to see that kind of an uptick. I don't want to see ENS break above that and really above the 314 moving average up here, which is the green one. This is kind of good. I like that it's moving. You could kind of go down to a lower time frame, like the 15-minute, and see what it's doing. And you can see a beautiful 200 and 314 cross here, coming back, testing that as support and moving. But right now, we're kind of a little bit on, indecisive which way it's going. Maybe a little bit down before it goes up. ENS worth watching, but I just don't really see it as strong enough right now that I really want to get into it. ETH proof of work has been one that's really been moving me recently. I like it. I think it maybe has a real future. So I kind of been watching it as I trade what will make me money. But I also really do like to trade things that I think are valid projects. Just because if I can, I do. It's been giving a lot back. It's beginning to see a little bit of fight to it. Let's just see. Not in the right spot to get into yet, but definitely making some percent gains here today. Wait for this thing to really get above this 200 and the 314 and find a nice confirmed uptrend. Look for good indicators. ETH POW, I definitely think it's interesting, isn't it? ETH POW. It's interesting. Interesting name. I like it. Who else is in the green today? Lit USD. No, not too exciting. Anything else exciting here? Alpine USD. No, I think it's ridiculous. BNB BTC. Not bad. BNB BTC definitely went crazy when Bitcoin was found its pump over the weekend. It dumped way below the 200 moving average because it was kind of working this wedge pattern here, but as we can see, that's no longer valid. It's broken above the 200 moving average. It's kind of come back and tested it. to find support in the 45-minute chart. BNB versus BTC, nice indicators. ADX is a little bit low. Maybe let ADX get back to about 20 or so and then see what you think. But definitely, this is interesting. BNB versus BTC. You've got some BTC. You want to stack some extra sats. This could be a good one. Just be careful. The world's crazy. Have a stop under that 200 moving average, definitely, in case it all goes potty on you. What else is looking good? AVA BTC. Well, kind of interesting. But not super interesting. This guy could turn up. Watch for that. It did get a green diamond merit. Okay, so the Madrid ribbons are green now. I like that. It's moving up. It's not really ready. Watch for more of a confirmation, a bump above the 200 moving average, come back for us, test it, and keep on going. Maybe we could see one of these things right here happen again. I mean, hey, if you're really crazy, hop in there and you know, well, what if you caught that with a trailing take profit? That'd be friggin' wonderful. Things tend to do what they've done before. Again, coins tend to do what they've done before. Again, just like humans, for better or worse. Anyway, let me see. Let me go back to this guy here. Who else was doing really good? That's interesting. Evmos, no. Yeah, Clay. What is Clay doing? I don't think I even have Clay on here. So let's add that. Clay versus USDT. Binance and KuCoin. I'm gonna look at this one on KuCoin. KuCoin, Clay versus USDT. I like it. So Clayton, a real kind of yuppie name, as old man Phil would say on Duck Dynasty. That's a yuppie name, living in the subdivision. So Clay versus USDT. Definitely, it's cooling off a little bit right now. I'd watch it. Not quite ready for me personally, but this is interesting. Let's look at a 4-hour chart. Is it above the 200 moving average? Yeah, you know, watch for Clay to get above the 200. Well, it is above the 200, but watch for to find support about the 314 on the 4-hour chart. And if it's above there and kind of holding steady, and then it gets a nice move here on the 45-minute chart, you can kind of see where it's sort of a little bit too volatile for me to really feel good about. But you can kind of see a bit of a channel being made like that. Let's just see what it does. Not quite ready. Maybe definitely wait for it to you know, break above this bit of a glass ceiling that it has here and start moving. You know, this is one of those situations where like a conditional limit order, you know, about you know, right about like 21.2100 would be kind of interesting. If it breaks free of all that resistance and starts moving, that could be a player for sure. As always, everybody, not financial advice. I'm a crazy person. I'm just talking out loud here. I just crank up as I get started, what I'm going to start doing now is doing these earlier. And as I get my first look at the market and kind of get a handle on what's going on, I will just do it while I talk out loud. Because I mean, I might as well record it since I do it anyway. Apecoin, how's Ape doing? Polygon, Matic, as we call it now. Matic exploded over the weekend. Just pure insanity. Yeah, Matic USDT. This thing went nuts. So I was watching it, and you know, I saw it working this channel, and I thought, okay, we're probably gonna, you know, I want to see. I wasn't sure. I was like, I don't know. I tend to be a little bit too cautious, and I'm like, I just don't know. I'm like, I didn't get in, but it looked like it was probably going to it did make a move above the 200 moving average. It hit the top of the channel here, and I figured, well, I'm going to wait for this thing to come down to the 200 or the mid range, whatever. I just kind of figured it was going to keep bouncing up and you know, up and down this channel. I mean, you know, things tend to, like I say, they tend to do what they're doing or do what they've done, or do what they're doing or do what they've done. I was kind of expecting something more like that and to get in at an appropriate time, but then it freaking exploded. Look at that. It's insane. And it's pushing right now. So, look a little bit closer here at Matic. It's insane. It's cooling off. ADX is turning up. Directional Linux is still in the green. Binary candles are moving up. Yeah, it's just kind of a buy right now. Woo, it's up to you. You know, right now it's once again, it's kind of, as I call it, you know, it's kind of flirting with the whole glass ceiling thing. You know, it needs to kind of find a break above that. And we'll see what happens. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. Where is it there? I wonder if it's hitting resistance. No, it's well above the 200 and the 314. It's above both those on the 4-hour chart. So nothing really holding it up there. How about on the daily? Daily above the 200. You know, look at the daily. Let's see. Has Matic been giving it back for a while? Sorta. Gave a lot back. Going sideways on the daily chart, challenging that 200 moving average. and definitely making it above. I tell you, Matic could be one that just keeps on running. It just could. Just gotta watch out. Because it could just be playing within this range that it's been in. This is ranging. That in general to me is like whale accumulation. So just be watchful. It very well might not go any further than it has gone. But if you're in the profit and got a trailing take profit, rolling, then who cares? When it turns around, it'll sell. You're in profit all as well. So anyway, Matic. I'm really, really tempted. I'm gonna give it a little bit more time today, see how things go. But I think definitely Matic could be a player. Let's look one more time. Let's see. Chills. CHZ. That one's doing pretty good. So let's look at that. CHZ, you're in here somewhere, I think. I should have Chili's in here. Yes. CHZ, Chili's. I was watching that one against Bitcoin on KuCoin. Look at that beautiful move this morning. That's some serious velocity. I like it. These indicators look really, really good. It's pushed kind of far from the moving 8 here, the red moving 8 average. So it'll probably come down a little bit, but that's a really, really hard push. That one was kind of a little bit hard to predict, but I like what I'm seeing there. Let's look at CHZ versus USDT. How's that looking? I'm looking on KuCoin too, because that's where I'm trading right now. Yeah, beautiful move off that 200 moving average. Kind of pumped, came down, wick to the 200, past the 314, making an upwards move. I'm going to give this one a little bit of time. I think actually this could be a continuation. So I'm going to watch Chili's today for sure. I think that could be a good player. And there's one more I wanted to look at. I'm just leaving these charts up here so I don't lose them. I wanted to look at Cake USDT was looking kind of good. You can put it on Binance or KuCoin. I'm gonna look at it on KuCoin since that's where I'm trading it. Yeah, what I'm watching for is Cake to kind of get past this. I do see some like where I have this alert set. I do see some definite kind of support. What resistance are probably going to hit here if it starts moving. It's about the 200 moving average. It got smacked down by the 314. Unfortunately, we'll see. I'm just watching it. Cake USDT. That one's a possibility. Where's my Luncy? Luncy versus USDT. How's that one doing? It was making a push over the weekend, but it kind of gave it back. Alpine USD. Alpine USD is what did I already go over that one? Probably. It's given a lot back here. You can see where it's been nice long downtrend. It goes for quite a while. It's making a push. It's not really convincing enough for me. I'll watch. You never know. We are seeing some volume come in here. Let's see. It could start a run. I'm not excited about it yet. Alpine versus USDT, but it's a possibility. You never know. It's probably going to just do what it's done before. These little short bursts. But let's watch. You never know. There's a long strengthening here of the squeeze indicator and the directional index is kind of perky here in the green. SME binary candles are showing some love. Volume came in. I kind of like it. So let's just see what happens. I do think it's a possibility. It's all about it's one to watch. So definitely Alpine. How about VidBTC? Look at that. Way back on the Wednesday, October 19th, it exploded off that 200. Been going sideways ever since. It's holding above the 200 moving average, but will it do anything more than that? I don't know. It shows some percent this morning, but not too excited about it. Anyway, there you go. There's a quick run through of just some stuff that I'm watching, things that might do well today. Definitely excited about BNB versus BTC. Easy way to stack BTC sats. BNB is only going to be going up and up. I think indicators aren't quite ready this morning, but I'm going to watch this one to get to strengthen up, and I might just kind of set and forget with the trailing take profit in BNB versus BTC. Easy way to stack sats and chill. XMR versus BTC. Let's look at XMR versus BTC. This morning, it kind of lost its upwards channel over the weekend. It's trying to get back above that 314. It's slowly gaining momentum. I kind of like it. XMR BTC. That's on KuCoin. It's also on most exchanges, honestly. I'm kind of going to watch this one this week for a run. I could see it. There's a lot of reasons why it could make a run. So let's keep an eye on it. I'm going to look at it versus USDT. kind of the same. It's working on. It's kind of ranging between that 314 and the 200 on the 45-minute chart. It's working on it. Indicators are not really strong, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I just have a feeling. That's all it is. It's a feeling. XMR versus BTC, Monero versus BTC, Monero versus USDT. One of those could make a run today. I'm just watching. Dang, Chili's just looking powerful. Who knows how far that's going to pump? We'll see. Anyway, guys. So I mean, there you go. Bitcoin. It's probably going to let's hope it holds above that 45-minute 200. That would be really great. Let's just hope that we don't have just a weak ass, BART pattern that ultimately, completes back below the 200 moving average. I think we're going to see support above the 200 and the 314 on the 45-minute chart. Indicators turn up. That's definitely going to be powerful. I like it. Kava, I'm excited about. Not sure what to do with it yet, but this is definitely strong. I like Kava versus USDT. It very well may continue up. Chili's, this thing's on fire, bounce off the 200 moving average. Indicators are strong, big volume coming in. I don't know. Chili's versus USDT might be a play, but I don't want to catch anything that's pumping this hard right now. I'll wait for the chill and retrace. It could definitely continue. I like that it broke above the previous glass ceiling. Let's see if it actually comes back and tests and continues moving up. I mean, I kind of like to see things like this, where you've got one thing about Chili's that it doesn't have that I'd like to see is a chart like Kava versus USDT here, because what you've got is this. So you got your low here. You kind of got a higher low, higher low, higher low. It's very close when we call it a higher low, sort of a higher low. Haven't even hit it. I mean, if you get another higher low about here, that's going to be awesome. Then, of course, you got, higher high. Well, first high, higher high, higher high, higher high, weak, higher high, maybe. Let's see where it goes. It's setting up the way I like to see a chart work, and the indicators are pretty sweet. So let's watch this one here. Chili's versus USDT and versus BTC, it's moving really hard. Let's see how it settles. Yeah, this thing crap. It could run all the way to .2 sats. It definitely could. I could see. It's actually true when you look at this. A psychological level is right here. Is a .2 sats. I'm sorry, USD, so 20 cents basically, or is that 2 cents? No, yeah, whatever it is. .2 USDT. That's kind of a psychological level. It wouldn't surprise me if it actually ran to that .2 and then bounced. I'm gonna let this one run, and I'll catch it when I feel more comfortable. Anyway, XMR, that's just one that I'm watching as a hobby. So anyway, guys, definitely today, what's going to really rule today is how the S&P 500 goes. It's slowly turning green. I think if we get a nice bright green S&P 500, we're going to have a nice week. Definitely. Definitely looking at the FinViz here. It does seem that the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P 500 have decided to probably be green today, which is nice. If we could get like a % gain on the S&P 500, that would just be wonderful before the close. I would love it. Let's check these things here again. DXY still green with a big kind of green Darth Maul doji right now for the daily DXY. Oil down, S&P 500 up, top 100 tech companies down. Sadly, gold and silver they're just kind of flaccid today, but let's just see how it rolls. Those could definitely turn green again. We could have a continuation of our Friday's uptrend. So it's the beginning of the week. It's early in the morning. Let's see how today rolls. Don't feel that you have to trade. Wait till something is perfect. Make the money come to you. Don't go to it. We have extreme, crazy spot trading volume going on right now. Beautiful thing to see. Most top 100 are either green or slightly in the green or getting ready to be in the green. At least an uptrend, which is nice to see. Bitcoin well above 19,000. That we are cruising into a strong, powerful week. I love seeing it. And thank you for being a part of the peaceful revolution, because every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, literally, for real, I'm not kidding, it punches a dirtbag globalist piece of crap in the nuts and helps have a beautiful, natural, organic human utopia rather than the GMO WEF terrible thing that is trying to be done to the world. So the most positive, optimistic act on the planet today, I truly think, I really do, is even owning one Bitcoin Satoshi, it screws the system up for those that want to destroy us. Take care. See you tomorrow.